Many Christians believe that Peter, the other apostles, and the New Testament church ate foods that were unclean according to God's health law. Many are under the delusion that Jesus made all meat clean. And this is simply not true, and it is a lie to teach otherwise. The entire Bible is clear and consistent on this subject from Genesis to Revelation. So, did Peter eat pork in Acts chapter 10 when he had the vision of the unclean meats? Stay tuned. Cornelius, a devout Gentile, was instructed in a vision to send to Joppa for Peter, who would tell him what he should do. And you could read about that in Acts chapter 10, verses 1 through 8. As Cornelius's messengers were on the way to see Peter, Peter also had a vision. And in his vision, he became very hungry, and he saw all kinds of creatures that were not to be eaten according to the law. Verse 13. Then we're in Acts chapter 10, verse 13. And a voice came to him, "Rise, Peter, kill and eat." "No," Peter objected, even though the voice from heaven instructed him to eat. Notice his reply in verse 14. But Peter said, "Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything common or unclean." I've never eaten anything common or unclean. Peter's response was surprising if Jesus Christ had made unclean food clean just a few years earlier. Peter had not only never eaten anything called unclean by the law, but he also had never eaten anything that was common, meaning ceremonially defiled. Peter was instructed 3 times to kill and eat. He was also told, verse 15, "What God has cleansed, you must not call common." Notice he was instructed about what was not to be considered common any longer. No reference was made to what was clean or unclean. There's a great big difference between what is common and what is unclean. Peter did not understand what this vision meant, since he knew that the scriptures plainly forbade God's people to eat such meat. He realized that if the message was really from God, it should not contradict God's inspired word. While Peter puzzled over this dilemma, the men from Cornelius arrived. Peter was again given instructions from God. Notice verse 20. "Arise, therefore, go down and go with them, doubting nothing, for I have sent them." It finally became clear to Peter what all of this was about. He explained it in verse 28. Acts chapter 10, verse 28. Then he said to them, "You know how unlawful it is for a Jewish man to keep company with or go to one of another nation. But God has shown me that I should not call any man common or unclean." God's law did not forbid a Jew to keep company with someone of another nation. That was a rule made up by the Jews based on their wrong interpretation. But until this time, Peter and the church had carefully followed this Jewish custom. Feel free to send in questions. We can be followed on YouTube and Facebook. The links are below. God was showing Peter by this vision to accept Gentile converts into the church. He was not showing him that unclean meat was now clean. Nowhere in this chapter, or for that matter, anywhere else in Scripture, do we find that Peter ate pork or any other meat called unclean in the law. Are we willing to let God tell us what we can or cannot eat? Thanks for watching. If you would like more videos breaking down God's truth for today, hit subscribe and join us. We'd love to have you. The Bible is the most up-to-date book ever written. It's a new book. It's a now book for today and tomorrow. It's a book of truth, always the same. It never gets old. This is Michael Ellerton with the Holy K.I.S S. Until next time, goodbye, friends.